Hey guys, before we begin today's Music is Win podcast, I want to thank my friends Audio Blocks for sponsoring the show. If you had to sum up Audio Blocks in 2 words, Bethany, what would you say?
Cool noises.
That's pretty good. I didn't tell you I was going to ask you that question. Cool noises, indeed. In fact, over 100,000 studio-quality sound clips, loops, effects, and more. All you have to do to sign up for a free 7-day trial of Audio Blocks is go to audioblocks.com/musiciswin. That's audioblocks.com/musiciswin. Sign up for a free 7-day trial and get all the stock audio you can imagine. And now, let's start the show.
The intro isn't scaring me anymore. So is that a good thing?
Well, how can I scare you if you know what
Well,
it's
it used to
coming
be
every
so
time?
loud. I think since you adjusted the
Since
volume.
I learned how to use things.
Yeah. It used to be so loud and I would always jump.
Yeah, well, I guess next week is Halloween. Maybe I'll find a way to
Oh God, don't. No.
spook you.
Please don't.
Yeah, we're going to have a very spirited Halloween episode next week, so be sure to tune in for that.
Tyler's making us dress up.
I'm making us. You know what? You can't.
Okay, just kidding. I really want to dress up.
You can't not dress up when you have a video podcast. You have to give the people what they want.
Okay,
and they want to see
Are
me
you sure?
in a diaper, and that's it. I'm going to be a big baby.
Oh, that's a good idea.
No, probably not. I wonder if anybody will guess what we're going to be for Halloween on next week's show.
Yeah, because I don't know if what
Have
we're
we
doing.
fully decided yet?
I think we did, but I don't think it's very original. I think we need to rethink our idea and come up with something better.
Okay. Well, that'll be our job for this week. Maybe we'll get some good suggestions from you people.
Also, that reminded me of, do you remember when you used to scare me when we first met?
Yeah.
Tyler would hide.
Ooh, I need to post that video.
You should post it. He made a montage of all the times he would scare me when we first met. He would hide behind.
Jump scare.
Yeah. He would jump scare me constantly. Like every single day, I would be scared to just walk around in my apartment or at your house where you lived because you would always scare me. It was so mean. And then he made a video of it.
Well,
where did you post it? You posted it.
I think it was on just like normal Facebook.
And you would always scare me and video me when I had no makeup on. My hair was a mess. I was like wearing a huge t-shirt. I always looked terrible. And anyways, it's a big compilation of me screaming, looking not attractive.
I'm definitely going to share that.
Out.
I'm going to share that video. Has nothing to do with music, but it belongs on the channel somewhere.
You put music to it.
Oh, that's right. So
that's something.
Yeah. Be on the lookout for that. I guess that's enough banter, right? Yeah. I was gonna talk about how fall is the best season, but that's kind of boring. I can't.
I don't trust anybody who says fall isn't their favorite season. It's like, what's wrong with you? Why would summer? Why? Just why? No. Yeah, you get to go swimming and stuff, but
once summer's over,
too hot.
I'm always like, yes, summer's over. But I never think that about fall.
But some people, like in California, don't really get to truly experience the fall season we do here.
Yeah, that's too bad for them.
It's beautiful here.
Let's go on to what's quickly becoming a very popular segment on the show, the Random Fact. Random Fact. Random fact of the day is this. The band Blink-182, you heard of them?
I think so, yeah.
Is there
They used to be my favorite. Oh my gosh. In middle school and high school, Blink-182. That was my jam.
I thought I had a Blink-182 CD sleeve, but I guess I don't have it up here. The band Blink-182 originally incorporated under the name Poo Poo Butt LLC because they thought it'd be funny to hear their managers, accountants, etc. have to say Poo Poo Butt LLC every time they were referring to their business entity.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
Well, that's why it's a random fact. of the day.
You're good at random. I thought I knew everything about Blink-182. They poo-poo, but
That was their LLC.
it is funny to say.
So what's your favorite Blink-182 memory? I have one.
Memory?
Yeah, because you're a 90s chick. Blink-182 was your jam.
I just remember,
what's a
like,
fond
when I
memory?
was 16, I just got my license. It was really cool to just turn up your volume all the way up and listening to Blink-182 and drive really too dangerously fast.
So
Southern town.
You're admitting on the air that you broke the law behind the wheel driving?
Yes, speeding. It wasn't safe, yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to put you in jail.
I don't speed now. But, you know, when your brain isn't developed yet, you think it's cool to turn up Blink-182 and drive too fast.
I still think that.
I know. You drive too fast.
Small things. Work sucks.
You
Bling,
don't even
bling.
know the
Blink-182.
lyrics. You don't even
Isn't that
know
how
the
it goes?
lyrics. No. Do you have a memory?
I got in trouble for bringing the CD that I was just looking for with the nurse. And it's kind of a provocative picture.
Yeah. Her cleavage.
Yeah. It's, I think my teacher thought it was a dirty magazine because I had bought the CD and I got sent to the principal's office. And I was like, it's just a CD. And
bad.
Yeah, I was
boy.
a bad boy. So for those of you who are wondering, you can watch this podcast on YouTube and you can also listen to it. I try and make it like a visual podcast that you can also listen to so you can visualize. If you are listening, you can do that on iTunes or SoundCloud.
Before we move on, this is another random thing. Somebody in the comments, I see you, I hear you people.
Whoops.
You ran into the mic.
I didn't mean to do that.
See, it's easier than you would
These
think.
big things are hanging in front of my face.
Anyway, somebody in the comments keeps asking about the dollar bill behind you.
Oh, is that right?
In that, what is that guitar anyway? Hanging.
That's a travel guitar. I'm actually going to do a podcast studio tour where I will reveal all the little, because everything in here has a little bit of a story behind it.
Oh, so you're not going to tell us yet?
No,
I don't.
I'm going to leave you in suspense.
Do I know about the dollar bill?
You know, but you don't.
I know, but I don't know
off the top of your head.
Okay. So when will that be?
I'd like to put that out in the next couple of weeks because people are always asking about little things sprinkled around this studio. So I'm just gonna do a little vlog.
Okay, sorry about that.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to a neat little thing called face mail, and all you have to do to get your face on this podcast, again, those of you listening, if you want to watch the podcast, do this thing called #MIWFacemail. You tweet me a little video asking a question or giving me a comment or whatever you want.
Yeah, really.
And I actually had a bunch of submissions this time, so
You had to choose?
I had to actually choose my
I didn't
not
get
my
to
favorite,
help you
but,
choose.
well, if we get a ton, I might make just an entire episode dedicated to face mail, like a Q&A type thing, but cooler. So if you want your face potentially on the podcast, then just go to Twitter, tweet me @musiciswin, and use the hashtag #MIWFacemail. Send me a little video, and maybe I'll respond to you. So
I haven't seen this one, so I'm excited.
yeah, I think you're gonna really like this one.
Okay.
This is from Brent Allen, and here's what Brent had to say.
Yo, Tyler, Brent Allen. I just had a question in regards to musical education. I just retired from the Air Force, and I'm going to school at my local community college for guitar performance. I just wanted to ask, what do you think would be better for me to, as developmentally, to be a modern type, like Satriani Vai-ish type guitarist? What would be the better route for me to go, the classical side or the jazz side? You guys rock. Bethany, the way you dance when he does random, facts is just hilarious. You guys rock. Love you guys. Been a long time fan of y'all's, especially the Music is Win YouTube channel. And like I said, I just wanted to see what you guys could tell me. Tyler, love you guys. Keep shredding.
Oh, that was really sweet.
So that was Brent.
Very thoughtful. That's a good
Thanks.
question.
Yeah, man. Thanks for the face mail. And thanks for the support. The answer to your question.
Can I guess?
Sure. What would you say, Bethany?
Okay, well, first
Classical or jazz if he wants to be a modern.
First of all, do you have an answer?
I have an answer.
A definitive answer. Besides, oh yeah, they're both good. Besides that.
Yes, in fact, I do.
You do? Okay. So I would say, you always say you're more of a classical guitarist.
I say that.
You do?
Do I?
Yeah.
Classical?
Yes.
No, I never ever have said that.
Yes, you have.
No.
I would say you're like a mix of both.
Oh. Well, there's different interpretations of classical. So, like finger style, nylon string, that is not my forte.
Oh. Okay, so I'm just wrong. Okay, so you answer it. Go.
I would say you want to take the jazz route if you have to choose. The reason is because you're going to learn a lot more music theory that way, and then you can apply that to a different genre, like the ones you were mentioning, like the virtuoso rock guys. But everybody learns the same music theory, which you will find in jazz. Classical, I believe, at higher education institutions is primarily focusing on technique, fingerstyle technique, and sight reading, which is not really going to help you in that Satriani Vi realm that you mentioned, Brent. So, yeah, man, go for the jazz. That's what I would say. It's more of a free genre that you can be more loosey-goosey with the concepts and apply those things in different various ways, whereas classical is a little bit more rigid in my opinion. So that's what I would do. You mentioned you're in a couple of my courses. That's awesome. I would check out Modern Rock Guitar Techniques because that's the one that will really cater to what your goals are. Go for that one. That has like legato, alternate picking, whammy bar stuff. All the goods is available to you. Thanks for the face mail, Brent.
That was a good response, Tyler.
Well, thanks.
His question was very thoughtful, and I think your response was equally as thoughtful.
And thanks for serving our country.
Yeah.
In the Air Force. I have some other family who's been in the Air Force.
Your dad was in the Navy.
My dad was in the Navy. My uncle, Air Force. Grandpa was Air Force. Aunt was Air Force.
Air Force. Yes, you do have a lot of people.
America. So if you guys want to participate in the face mail for the next podcast, just go to Twitter, tweet @musiciswin, and use the hashtag MIWFacemail, and you may have a chance to be responded to by me and Bethany. Now let's talk a little bit of news.
What's going on in the world?
So, Olson Guitar Works. This has been a story that I've been seeing in my guitar-flavored news feed on social media. You know Jared Dines.
Oh, I know him.
I actually have his T-shirt on.
Repping his
Check this.
merch.
I just got this pizza medal. I don't know why I was compelled to get it, but I did.
Looks good.
Makes me hungry and want to shred.
I'm starving now that
So this guitar company made a 17-string guitar for Jared. Hey guys, a quick interruption here. This part of the podcast was actually where Bethany and I were going to discuss a guitar Jared had commissioned from somebody named Nicholas Olson of Olson Guitar Works. I'll direct you to Jared's YouTube channel for the full scoop, but essentially it was a scam by the quote-unquote guitar builder to gain social media attention, and he didn't actually build a guitar at all and basically stole Jared's cash money. Now, I would direct you guys to social media to spam this loser, Nicholas, but in light of being exposed, Olson Guitar Works and the Nicholas Olson Facebook pages have been deleted or made private, so he's basically doing the internet version of running home to hide behind mommy's legs. For those of you watching the podcast here on YouTube, here's a picture of the master guitar builder, Nicholas Olson. And here's a picture of him wearing a tutu. Look, in all seriousness, I know, Jared, you're going to recover from this with no problem, but I figured the more people who know about this Olson scumbag, the better. Now, let's continue on with the show. But it made me want to look up other various, ridiculous instruments.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try and describe these instruments, and Bethany will help me as best we can if
How
you're
many
just
are we
listening.
going to look at?
Just as many as we want to.
Oh, okay.
This first one is actually pretty interesting. The Contrabass Balalaika. It looks like the cat from Alice in Wonderland, doesn't it? That
Wait. Oh, that one.
A Russian folk instrument developed in the late 17th century.
Mm-hmm.
It has a triangular body, and across
With a
the
cat's face on it.
Yeah, across the fret.
Ew, look at that.
hole.
What are those? What's that thing hanging under his teeth?
I think that's his chin, Bethany. Where is your mind?
It
I
does
know
not
what you're
look like a
thinking of.
chin.
I know what you're thinking of.
Oh, that is his chin. You're right. Oh
He's
my
a
God.
little-
It looks like a bunch of
So
weird things.
yeah, that's a real. It looks like so it's a 2-string, and it looks pretty huge.
Wait, 2 strings? Are you sure? Looks
I
like
can
3.
only see. Oh, maybe you're right. Yeah, 3.
3 strings.
Contrabass Balalaika. Interesting. Let's
Mm-hmm.
let's see what else we got here. Ooh, a Picasso guitar. So this looks like
Whoa.
an acoustic guitar body, but it has 2 sound holes. One of the smaller sound holes above, and it has. Whoa! How many strings are on there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12.
Well, there's 3 fret. What are those called?
3 headstocks.
Yes, 3 headstocks.
And it looks like a Frankenstein guitar,
Mm-hmm.
but
does.
the headstocks each have, so it's 2 12 strings and 1 6-string. So all in all, 30 strings on this thing.
And then they crisscross each other. Do you see
The
they
strings
overlap?
crisscross across different sound holes. I don't know how. This
Is
doesn't look
crazy.
real.
It says the instrument is basically a harp guitar.
Picasso with a K guitar. Interesting. Based off of a Pablo Picasso's mind, I guess. So it's all weird and artistic, and the edges and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Very cubist.
Cubist.
Yeah.
Theremin. You know what a theremin is?
Nope.
It's like a. I don't know how it works, technically speaking, but it's like a big radio antenna in a box like this, and based on where your hands are, it sends out a pitch, and you can manipulate that pitch with your hands, just like going.
I'm sure that's exactly how you do it.
I mean, that's pretty accurate. If you're watching this or listening, that's pretty much what a theremin is like.
So what would you say out of this Picasso guitar and the Contrabass Balalaika? Which would you rather try out? I guess the bass is a bass, so. Right?
I mean, the contrabass.
Yeah.
Contrabass Balalaika. I want that one just
You want
because
that
just because of the Alice in Wonderland cat art on it. It
Yeah.
seems like a pretty unique
That's
instrument.
pretty cool. But the other one,
I don't know what I would do with that Picasso thing.
yeah, the Picasso one is kind of looks intimidating.
I feel like that has very limited
Yeah,
uses.
I agree.
So those are some interesting instruments. So now we're going to move along to a couple of your sparkling reviews.
That is so sweet.
Oh, wow. That's so nice of you.
Wow. 5 stars for me.
I feel so good about myself now.
Oh, that's just heartwarming.
My heart is so warm.
What are people saying about? Well, let me tell you a review that I got verbally from My parents.
Your mom and dad
Yeah,
are listening to this podcast.
Isn't that sweet? And my mom told me that they both really like it. And so I think that's how we know we're doing a good job because, you know, they're definitely not biased at all.
Yeah, parents never tell you anything but the cold, hard truth.
So if they like it, then we must be good to go.
Okay, yeah.
And then your mom is so cute. She texted me saying, how do I do the 5-star review? And she was trying to figure it out, even though
we're employing our parents to give us reviews so we can skyrocket up the charts.
We taught everybody how to give a 5-star review, but apparently we did a bad job.
Well, the problem,
confusing.
The thing is iPhones update, you know, that can cause problems and you have to have the right app. Basically do it on your computer. That's the easiest way.
Yeah.
But anyways.
What did they say about us?
Every week we're going to read some 5-star reviews of the podcast. If you would like to leave one for us, we might read it. So we appreciate it. Thanks in advance. I have 2 here. The first review comes in from Brad Hafner. And he says, I'm not stalking you in any way. I promise.
Oh, darn. I love when people stalk me.
But I make sure I'm up to date on your YouTube channel daily. And I think I've watched most of the collabs you've done from GitCon. I like the podcast a lot, and I've also purchased your Guitar Super System. So I guess I'm a super fan, if that doesn't make you feel weird. Keep up the good work.
Aw, super fan. I like that.
Thanks, Brad. I am not weirded out because...
Not at all. Why would you be weirded out?
I mean, if you were like outside my window right now, then I might be a little weirded out.
Right.
But I don't think you're out there. So
what percentage of all of your followers do you think are super fans?
100%.
No? I don't know. Probably not 100%.
Maybe like 98%.
Jeez. Really giving yourself a lot of credit.
Yeah. Well, you got to build it all. You got to set the narrative, and then people will think you're more important than you are.
I'm sure you're right, honey. I'm sure you're right.
All right. Well, thanks, Brad. Appreciate that. I have another one here, and this one is from EBBV, and it's titled The Reason Podcasts Still Exist. Until now, podcasts were played out. Nobody cared about them anymore. They were as over as a disco and Cinnabon. But Tyler and Bethany have changed that. The Music Is When podcast has made podcasts relevant again by being amazing and funny.
Aww.
That's from Eb.
Thanks, Eb.
5 stars. So that's really nice.
They're so nice.
I'm kind
Love
of a
you guys.
podcast fiend.
Mm-hmm.
So
you are.
I hope that podcasts aren't dead, but I am very happy to be the leading
Let me tell
revival.
you all of the times Tyler listens to podcasts. When you're eating, when you're taking a shower, when
I'm eating in the shower,
when you're falling asleep.
Yep.
In the car. You listen to podcasts all the time. That's all
Basically,
he ever does.
I can't have any silence in my life.
Never.
That's what it comes down to. I can't do a task or have anything happening without noise.
I know. When I'm putting away the dishes and I'm just doing it in silence, Tyler thinks that's so weird.
I'm
You're
just like, what
are you doing?
Why aren't you listening to something? Why are you just doing this monotonous task without some form of distraction?
It is kind of weird that I do that in silence. I clean in silence.
You
I really need to
must put everything away.
I need to listen to music or something. I'm weird. Okay.
Well, yeah, I appreciate all the reviews.
Guys.
Thank you. If you want to go to the iTunes app on your iPhone, it's actually called Podcasts. You can do that and give us a 5-star rating and leave a nice review if you want to. We might read it. That would be really great. Now, we've made it to the point where I like to thank my friends and sponsor of the show, Audio Blocks. And I said last week that I was going to make this more fun and interactive instead of just being like, all right, time for an ad.
Audio Blocks.
So
what you got for us?
Before we get to some very challenging would you rather things that I think you have prepared, Bethany,
I
want to show you guys some of the cool things that Audio Blocks has to offer. And
I'm so excited about this.
this is just a little...
What are you going to play?
I'm going to play a whole bunch of stuff because, as you guys know, 100,000 studio quality audio clips, loops, music,
You always say
sound
that so
effects.
fast, but 100,000. That is crazy.
So here's one neat little trinket.
That's very like Spanish.
It's called a Spanish affair.
Oh, look at me.
So
I guessed it.
tons of cool stuff. Now, it's not just music. You know, I like to use it for backing tracks and stuff like that, but there's a lot of different stuff out there.
Wow. Wow.
That scared me.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
How long does this go on?
That's it.
That's it.
It's just,
Okay.
you know, if you need a nice wow
Oh my god.
for whatever project you might be working on, you can get that. Also, if you happen to be filming like a kung fu film or something, so
Cool.
you got a little bit of that, and then of course, you know, kind of more traditional rock and roll backing.
I'm trying to play bass over you. I have no idea what I'm doing.
So that's just 1/1,000,000th of what Audio Blocks has
Actually,
to offer.
it's probably more like 5/100,000th.
Thousandths. Oh,
If you want to be.
I was never
specific.
great at math. All the content's royalty free, so you can use it on your commercial and personal projects. And we're giving away 7 free days of Audio Blocks. So head over to audioblocks.com/musiciswin, audioblocks.com/musiciswin. Click on the link down in the show notes, down in the description. Sign up for your free 7-day trial.
Very cool.
Now we're going to move on to Would You Rather,
Oh, would you rather? Okay.
the classic game of
I put this
choosing
on my
things.
phone. So I was kind of in a rush today, so I came up with these very quickly.
no problem.
So, yeah, just to say that. First one,
Mhm.
would you rather never be able to play music again or never be able to listen to music again?
So, how do I play it if I can't listen to it?
Well, no, you can listen that besides your own music.
Okay, so I can only hear my own music.
Right.
This
is a good one, isn't it?
So I could cheat this question by being a deaf musician. Because I can play music. Wait,
What?
that's backwards. I think I'm going to have to go with I have to play.
You have to play.
Yeah.
You would give up listening to music.
I would give up listening because I've already heard enough music in my life.
That's bold.
Well, hey,
Yeah, you
one
gotta
or the
pick.
other.
You gotta pick.
I'm playing, baby.
Oh, wow.
Not giving that up.
Okay,
It's mine.
that's a tough decision, but yeah, I think you would go crazy if you couldn't play the guitar.
Yeah, that would be torture to
Yeah.
just listen to music and be like,
And not
wish
be
I
able
could
to
do
play
that.
it.
Oh, wait, I can, but I can't for
Yeah.
some horrible reason.
Yeah. Okay, next one. Of course, this is me making up the question, so I had to involve Justin Bieber in some way.
Oh, okay.
So the next one is, would you rather listen to Justin Bieber songs for half an hour, or would you rather take a theory lesson from him for half an hour?
Like a music theory lesson from Justin
Yes.
Bieber.
Yes.
I think I would want to do that. I would want to see what he has to tell me about music theory.
I knew you would pick that one.
Well,
But-
I mean, if I have to, what am I going to listen to
let
his
me make
music
it better. What if you couldn't talk back to him? You just had to listen to him give a lesson. So you couldn't interact with him. You were just forced to listen to him teach music theory. Would you still pick that?
Yeah, I mean, there's literally nothing redeeming about listening to his music, so I have nowhere to go but up. I'm gonna go with
okay. And wouldn't it frustrate you?
the
Because you hate that when people who don't know what they're talking about try to tell you what to do.
well, maybe he secretly does know what he's talking about.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, JB.
True. All right, next one. Would you rather only be able to listen to electric guitar or acoustic guitar for the rest of your life? I think I know the answer to this one too.
It has to be electric. Electric guitar is the greatest instrument ever invented, and it's not close.
Okay, that wasn't really a good one. That was too easy.
Yeah, that's really easy.
But I feel like you would miss the acoustic guitar.
I would not.
You wouldn't?
There's a reason that acoustic guitars can be burnt easily.
Oh, jeez. I didn't know
You have to
felt
use
this way.
you have to use lighter fluid on electric guitars. You can't just straight up burn those. Acoustic guitars, woof, right away.
Okay, last one. And next time I'll make these better. Last one. Would you rather learn how to play the violin or the banjo?
Definitely banjo,
Okay.
because those guys shred. Have you ever listened to Bella Fleck?
Oh, yeah. I saw them in concert one time, a long time ago when I was in college.
You saw Bella Fleck?
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
They opened for... Oh, gosh. They opened for...
Avett Brothers.
No. Well, I've seen the Avett Brothers, too. And I've met the Avett Brothers.
You're amazing.
And they fly coach, by the way.
Wow.
I know. They're so just humble.
Great guys.
But I can't remember who they were opening for. But anyways, that's when I first discovered them, probably like 6 years ago. And I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I would go with the banjo because...
But don't they play violin, too?
Well, yeah, but I mean, violin's kind of...
What do you have against the violin?
I don't. I mean, if I'm choosing between...
Okay. Okay.
The thing about violin is a little like... I mean, I've seen the dudes who do the electric violin stuff, but it seems like unless you're one of the 3 best violin psychos in the world, banjo's easier to just like pick it up and be like twank, twank.
Yeah,
twank, twank,
and that
twank.
would probably come very easy for you since you already know how to play.
I would definitely be better at banjo quicker.
Okay, what about the violin or the harmonica?
Ooh, totally harmonica. Can you imagine picking up a harmonica and just start ripping?
Okay, I want you to pick violin. No. What about violin and cello?
No, wait, cello's way cooler. Have you seen those guys, the 2 cellos?
Oh my gosh.
And they play all these awesome
Okay,
covers,
so
and it's
basically
huge. It's like,
anything except the violin.
Yeah, anything but. I'll play the kazoo before I play the violin.
Oh, do you know that video with the kazoo kid?
No.
Oh, it is so funny. You've never seen that?
No.
It's the little kid from the 90s, and he's playing the kazoo. And he's
so
like,
if
let's
I type
be
in
friends.
kazoo kid on YouTube.
Can we do that really fast?
Yeah.
Please?
YouTube. So what, kazoo kid? Is that what it would be called?
And maybe I'm the only one who thinks this is funny, but I die laughing.
Okay. Kazoo kid.
Yeah.
Trap remix or just regular?
I don't know.
You on kazoo.
You on kazoo.
Don't run, jump, or dance while playing the kazoo. Thanks.
Ouch! Oh, hi.
Hi.
Wait a minute. Who are you? I'll tell you a secret.
This kid's creepy.
Sometimes I get a little quiet when I meet lots of new kids. You know what? I think we're gonna be friends.
Special friends.
And when I'm with friends,
This is the creepiest thing
I
I've
like to
ever
have
watched.
Fun. I like to sing, dance, pretend, and
All right. You definitely need to be watching the video version of this podcast to really get the full experience. But you can also go to Kazoo Kid. I don't know if that's funny or just like the most horrifying thing I've ever watched in my life.
I think that's the best thing in the world.
I did not. It's just like cut so weird. Okay, that was
What's
a great little tangent. I'm glad we played that Would You Rather game that culminated in whatever the hell
kazoo,
that was. We're going to move on to read some of your YouTube comments. How about that?
Can you comment? You suck. Can you comment? What kind of strings you using? Can you comment? Bethany's the best. Can you comment?
Well,
That was a weird comment. Ooh, I did pretty good, huh?
Pretty good. This comment comes in on a video I made called The Speed Picking Secret. And the comment says, "Is this your video that's supposed to break the guitar internet?" I posted a status on Facebook that said, "I've been working on a video for 2 months and it's going to break the guitar internet."
Oh, so you put that idea out there.
Yeah, but this video is definitely not it. I'm not going to reveal what it is because that would just be
It's not out
anticlimactic. No, it's not out yet. I'm still working on it, but
Do I know about this?
you know about it.
Can you give us a little clue
It
without giving it away?
I don't really know if I can. It's a video that has taken a massive amount of back and forth communication
I
with
know
multiple
what one.
parties.
I know what one you're talking about.
And
yeah, you've been working on this for a while.
It's really something that I've been wanting to do for like before I started YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's finally coming to fruition. But you'll know
So
about
what's
it.
the estimation?
Probably next week
Oh, okay.
is when it'll finally drop.
Nice.
So another comment here. This is on a video I made called Tom Quayle's Prehistoric Tapping Techniques with my buddy Tom.
Mm-hmm.
And Fard comments, "Tyler, WTF was that? I mean, don't get me wrong. I love you, but please don't upload a video just so you can upload one."
Ooh, that just hits you right in the heart.
And this guy's probably a newer subscriber, so he doesn't understand that I, not always serious teaching. I like to be goofy, but
any video
luckily,
with Tom Quayle in it, I mean, come on, that's a good video.
Yeah, I mean, I figured everybody was making videos with Tom that was just like insane guitar playing, so I figured I'd do something different. And luckily, I had my friend Bald and Bearded.
Oh, you always have somebody sticking up for you.
Yeah, he came to my aid. He said, "Not all of his videos are intense lessons, per se. He does a lot of pointless, goofy stuff, and that's exactly what makes his channel so popular and fun to watch every day. The balance between learning about guitar, but also seeing him have fun with his imaginary worlds." Smiley. Or is that a wink? I can't tell.
That happens every time somebody posts a not so nice comment on your YouTube. There's always at least one person being like, "Get out of here,"
Yeah, they get it.
Yeah, they're really supportive. Have we already said this?
Yeah, you guys are awesome.
Have we already mentioned that?
One more comment I wanted to read on a video I made called Guitar Strings, Which Brand is Best? And this person says, "Did you notice one of your eyes is open more than the other? Never forget this."
Never forget this.
So I'm kind of half winking. Like
he
this?
didn't tell you which one of your eyes is open more than the other. That would have been helpful to know, so you could have worked on that.
I don't
Look at me. Look at me right now. Oh my God, he's right. It's your left eye.
I should never forget this though.
Tyler, never forget this.
What happens if I forget about my eye ratio?
I don't know. Something bad.
It would have been
happen.
helpful if you told me like the consequences.
Yeah, what'll happen if you don't remember?
If I forget to remember.
Yeah, is that really distracting for this guy?
Apparently.
Never forget this.
Never forget this.
Oh.
All right. Well, thanks for your comments. I just picked random ones off the YouTube videos, so leave me some comments, and if it's entertaining, maybe I'll throw it up here on the podcast. Before we go, I have a couple little FYI fun things. I'm doing a guitar clinic November 16th in Asheville at Musicians Workshop. I don't know if any of you guys live in or around Asheville, North Carolina, but that's where I live, and I'm going to be doing a clinic. And
right downtown on Merriman Avenue.
So I'll be sharing the event link for that on my Facebook page later on. when it gets closer.
You
But
should ask them. You guys should. I'm looking at the camera. Tyler said I need to look at the camera more. It's kind of hard. Okay.
Hello.
You should tell Tyler what he should do during this clinic, because you need ideas
Yeah.
of what to do during this clinic.
Yeah, it's just like a PRS event, so I'm going to be basically just playing a bunch of PRS guitars.
Like, what would you guys want to see at this clinic?
Yeah.
I think is a good question.
Let me know, and I'll...
Oh, speaking of comments, you guys commented, and they want to hear the song that you wrote for me when we first met, Tyler. So are we going to do that?
Maybe that'll happen.
We can at least tell them the title. What's the title? Do you remember?
I remember.
What is it?
Thought of You.
I think it's thoughts, plural, of you. Thoughts of you. No? Thought of you?
I mean, you're trying to quiz me, and you don't even know it.
I think it's thoughts of you.
Well,
I am
agree
not
to
really
disagree.
Sure. We'll find the CD because you wrote it on the CD.
yes, I did.
So we'll be playing that very soon.
Listen to last week's episode if you have no idea what the heck we're talking about. This has been great. I'd like to encourage you to follow on Twitter and Instagram at Music Is Win. You can follow Bethany at BKLars07.
No. That was wrong.
BLarsK25.
No, on Twitter, it's Beth
Oh, Beth.
Lars 07.
I think every podcast we should end with you not knowing what the hell
I
you're
never
talking
know
about.
my Twitter handle, but I know Instagram is Bethany Lars.
Okay, Bethany Lars on Instagram. Also sign up for Fretboard Friday, my once a week email list of all the sweet guitar related thing. All that thing
All the thing.
that I like to check out during the week, and it is full of gear reviews, exclusive giveaways, lists, and other
Even
fun
I like
stuff.
it.
Yeah. Bethany, actually, it's like what
I read
your
that
favorite email every week.
Maybe not my favorite.
It has an encouraging
It's like
quote.
top 3. It does an inspirational quote. That's very
And
nice.
it always has a PS, like PS.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah,
I
blah.
love PS. It's a little extra something.
So make sure to check out the description, the show notes for all the stuff we talked about today. Thanks to Audio Blocks, thanks to Rode microphones, and thanks to you, Bethany, for just being a great,
You know what? Thank you, Tyler.
great host, great co-host with me.
Hostess.
Oh yeah, co-hostess,
Mm-hmm. That's me.
co-hostess with the mostest.
Mm-hmm. We should get some guests on here.
Yeah, we're going to do guests. We're going to do a whole bunch more. This podcast has been really fun, and we appreciate all your feedback. Make sure to leave us a review if you'd like to, and send in your hashtag MIW face mail. And we're going to see you guys next Monday. But until then, keep a shred in mind.